Welcome to SA Current Affairs, the show that aims to inform you, update you, and give you the latest political developments in South Africa. Know the truth, follow the truth, tell the truth. It shall set you free. Today we are analyzing the reason as to why Panyaza Lesufi is against the government of the national unity. Finally, the truth is out. Panyaza Lesufi is exposed. The reason why Panyaza does not want to work with the government of national unity is because he wants to cover up corruption in the SASSA department, whereby there is a forensic investigation which was conducted by the department. That investigation revealed that there were serious corruption in the social development department, and now it is understood that instead of the forensic report being implemented and ensuring that the officials who have been mentioned in those allegations, now we're diving deeper into the reason as to why Panyaza Lesufi have decided to work with the EFF and Action SA and exclude the Democratic Alliance, who have a agreement at the national level with the ANC. Reason number one why Panyaza Lesufi doesn't want to work with the Democratic Alliance and prefer those other parties. The reasons are not to enhance the development of Gauteng. The reasons are not to advance the development of South Africa. The reasons are simple. Protect the corrupt, close rank, make sure that the comrades, they don't go to jail. So Panyaza, he is definitely exposed, and I don't know what he was thinking. He thought we will never find out. The reason why it is clear that Panyaza Lesufi doesn't have the interest of Gauteng communities at heart is the fact that there was a forensic report which was commissioned by the Premier's office. The report is supposed to be implemented. Instead of being implemented, Mr. Panyaza Lesufi, out of his own wisdom, he commissioned another report, and that report, the findings are exonerating those officials. So as we speak now, those officials, they are back at work and they are in charge, and looting has begun. This is the main reason why Mr. Panyaza Lesufi does not want to work with the DA, because he knows that DA will not accept this. They will take him to task and make sure that those officials, they are disciplined. So I think let's listen to the video of Barry Bateman and hear what he has to say about this matter.
AfriForum is going after Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi for allegedly covering up corruption. We speak to Barry Bateman of the private prosecution unit of AfriForum. Morning, Barry.
Good morning, Chris. Thanks for having me.
What are these allegations?
Well, the allegation is that despite numerous reports, forensic investigation reports that uncovered serious corruption, fraud, money laundering within the Department of Social Development going as far back as 2017 financial year, the Office of the Premier, Mr. Panyaza Lesufi, has allegedly taken decisions within the department so as to not hold those implicated officials accountable. In fact, the 13 officials that were suspended on the basis of these reports, the suspension started in the middle of last year. There were suspensions earlier this year. Those suspensions have in fact been lifted. The officials are all back at work. Now, this is widely reported. The officials are back at work. And they are back once again in charge of disbursing and engaging with non-profit organizations worth hundreds of millions of rand. The further allegation is that, and the Gauteng department the provincial government spends a lot of money commissioning forensic investigation reports. They get these findings, which make adverse findings against officials, but further reports are commissioned to review the previous reports, because what we understand in the allegation is that where there are adverse findings, you commission somebody else to review until you get a favorable finding. So it's all part of an attempt to try and make these allegations go away. We say that there must be criminal prosecution, the disciplinary internally must proceed. And if there has been a failure in terms of the law by the senior officials, including Panyaza Lesufi, to report specific crimes as is required, they too must be held accountable.
Who made these allegations, Barry?
Well, we've got a whistleblower, somebody very senior in the Gauteng provincial government, somebody that is very concerned about what is happening. We were approached by this person a few months ago when that decision was taken to uplift the suspension of the officials. It became evident to this person that attempts to hold those accountable were being thwarted. So they approached us, and the reason they approach us as an anonymous whistleblower, well, we know who the individual is, but the reason they approach us is because of government's absolute failure to protect whistleblowers. Because we've seen people who try and do what is right to hold people accountable, they in turn become the targets for victimization and they get worked out of the system. So the person is a very senior person. They have intimate knowledge of what Panyaza Lesufi and senior officials in the department have allegedly been doing, and they would like to see the implicated officials held accountable.
And what proof has been provided of these allegations?
Well, let's have a look at what we have in terms of the